Housewives finally gave me something to fucking review. Thank you very much. I had enough stuff going on from different people that I feel like I had something to watch, okay? I felt like the commercial breaks was too long. I felt like the show was over too quick, and usually when that happens, that means they did something correct, okay? So, this is your girl, Bondi Blue. My new episode of Bondi's Blues on SoundCloud should be up shortly. Check that out. My website, bondisblues.com, should be in the bottom bar below. Don't forget to holler at my sister on Instagram for that fire ass hair. Yes, yes. Don't forget to holler at my girl Ash Nash for all your web design needs. She's the one currently hooking up my website, so yes. Okay, you guys, we all know who I am. I'm Bondi Blue, and I do this. I do this. I does this. So let's just get into exactly what I do in case you don't know who I am. Let's do it. So, Kenya meets up with Lawrence. Lawrence. My favorite diseased looking queen, okay? My favorite ball peplum wearing queen faggotry of life, okay? Like, I don't even understand the gayness that happens when Lawrence walks into a room. There was a point that I liked Lawrence, but the type of shade that he throws is so nasty that I just can't fuck with it. So he kind of rubs me the wrong way at this point. I'm just saying. Derek J, he's okay, but I don't know. Like, they all look like people that are assholes in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I met them in person, they'd be like, who is this bitch? You know what I mean? And I don't like that one. Moving along. So she meets with him to basically talk about her Beyonce hair via Super Bowl. And I'm like, bitch, stop it. You are older than Beyonce. I'm going to need for you to have better role models. Okay, for real. Like, I understand that she's currently that bitch, okay? She's been that bitch for a nice little while at this point. So I get it. But I'm annoyed when I get my Beyonce hair on. Bitch, you are like, what, 15 years older than Beyonce? Stop that shit. Be your own role model, okay? Like, you were Kenya Moore before Beyonce was Beyonce. Like, you were Kenya Moore when Beyonce was that light-skinned girl in Destiny's Child. Like, come on now. Have more self-confidence. Maybe you had a better, have a better career if you did the whole positive reinforcement thing. And not positive reinforcement like crazy bitch. I mean, like, positive reinforcement, like, I'm gonna be it so that it is, and I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna put out good energy and I'm gonna receive good energy back. I just don't feel that coming from Kenya, even though I know a lot of you like her, and I'm sorry that we don't agree on the subject, but it'll be okay anyway. It will, because we'll probably agree on some other things. Okay, moving along. So she starts to talk about the trip to Savannah, and she talks about Chuck dating Phaedra and how it was obvious that, he just fucked Phaedra and then dropped her off like loads in the toilet. And I'm like, why do you always have to go for her like that? Like, oh, Chuck didn't want to marry Phaedra. And it's like, well, does it really matter that Chuck didn't want to marry Phaedra since Apollo married Phaedra and you have no husband yet to speak of? Let me know something. I'm just saying, I don't understand why she always has to be such a hater when it comes to certain things. Like the past few episodes when she's in a confessional, she's talking about how much the ladies eat. She's talking about their weight. And it would be all well and good if her face didn't look like some fucking popcorn with caramel on top of it. Like, I'm just saying. If she were all together, she had a husband that was a millionaire. She had her own millions, for God's sakes, and was happy on her own, and had a little African baby that she adopted. I wouldn't even be pressed about her when she said certain shit. But the fact that you don't have nothing to show for nothing, but yeah, you always got something negative to say about somebody else behind their back. Okay? And then she calls Phaedra fake because Phaedra didn't want to deal with her. That doesn't make Phaedra fake. That means Phaedra's over you, doesn't want to talk to you. Y'all are not going to be friends. Y'all are not going to be cool. And she has become one with that situation. That's all that means, okay? I'm just tired of her. And then Lauren sitting up there bucking her head up. She don't want to say nothing to you because you could probably air her dirty laundry out, and we all know that when folks don't want to say what they gotta say in front of everybody, they don't want to get put on blast. And she up there, amen, amen, amen. And I'm like, no. Y'all doing too much. Then we get to Chuck. Okay, Chuck invites Nene and Phaedra to have a little drink, little sip, little food, little something. They gotta have a conversation, okay? And we think we here because Chuck is about to talk about what happened in Savannah with his wife not knowing that him and Phaedra and him and Candy dated. They weren't just jump offs, they dated. Well, he didn't say that. He didn't say anything about that, even though Nene and Phaedra were sure that's what this was about. But he wants them to come and talk to the boys and the girls at Athens Boys and Girls Club. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's good, okay? We gotta go do what we gotta do for the kiddies. We gotta go talk to them. We gotta empower them to let them know that coming from a small town does not mean that you can't succeed, basically. You got a star athlete that made millions of dollars. You got Nene that's a reality star, which, and she's let's be real. If she wasn't a reality star on Real Housewives of Atlanta doing so well on that show, she would be at minimum a C-list actress. Let's be real. Come on now. Because when he introduced her to the boys and girls at the Boys and Girls Club, when they finally did get there, because they had a little, hour and a half trip out there, and then they played with the kids when they got there, and everybody had fun, and Nene and Phaedra, seemed like they were getting along enough for Nene to be like, I was about to start calling her P. I was going to be like, go P, go. And I was like, girl, stop. Okay? You've been knowing Faye over there since she was in high school, since she was in middle school, okay, in little ass Athens. Y'all ain't even got no highway, okay? And you gonna sit up here now, 2 years later, and act like, oh, now you knew Phaedra? Oh, you think I ain't clock how you was like, oh, I don't know you, I don't know you, I did not know you, I do not know who you are. But now, back when we was in school together, Faye, like, come on, Nene, you, like, if you wouldn't set yourself up for this type of shit, I would have nothing to say. But you set yourself up for this one. You should have been like, yeah, I knew Phaedra back in the day. I mean, we wasn't really tight because we were in different classes, but I knew her. That's all you had to say. Nobody was going to think that, that somehow that made you a bad person. Let's be real. Even though Phaedra's, we're going to say that she has, her reputation isn't what it used to be since being on reality TV. But when she got on reality TV, it was understood that she was a good lawyer, okay? She was a great lawyer. That's what it was understood. So I don't like how now all of a sudden everybody wants to act like, hey, stop it. You stop it, my little puppy. Want to act like, oh, Phaedra ain't, Phaedra ain't shit. Like, let's be real. Phaedra been, little girl, get out of here. Go do something with her. She come back in here barking, I'm gonna whip both of y'all. They want to play. Okay, nobody got time for that. I got videos to make. Anyway, like I was saying, I just didn't appreciate the way Nene tried to play Phaedra, and now we gonna be all cool and shit. And when Phaedra got up and gave her speech, she gave her little, politically correct, you can have a dream speech. And when Nene got up, it was like, I'm a reality star, I'm a award-winning actress. You can do that because you from where I'm from, and we can do that. And don't do the homework this weekend. Go get you a root beer float, and then you wait till Monday and do your homework on the bus before you come to school. Boom, pow, bam, and I'm done. Like, that was basically how Nene went about it. And I was like, now you couldn't talk to them kids on a personal level. You had to turn on Nene extra high. Like, I get it. Like, when I'm this is somewhat of a persona that I put on for my videos. I'm not always this turned up, okay? I'm chill most of the time, okay? Most of the time you won't get me talking me, above this octave right here. It's really where my voice stays. Unless something is funny and then it goes up here. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm chill for the most part. But if I'm talking to some people and genuinely talking to them, it's not going to come from a yes, girl, honey, child place. That's not where it's going to come from. And Phaedra and Nene and Chuck are on their way back to Atlanta. They're all in the car or whatever, and then he finally brings up the situation that happened about his wife being mad at him, and the way he went at Phaedra pissed me off, because he went at Phaedra like, come on now, you weren't my girlfriend, like, we, and she was like, I didn't say I was your girlfriend, I said we dated. And he was like, oh, to have dated we would have had to went somewhere. But he was saying that they did have sex, and she was just one of many of the girls that was waiting outside for him after his football games. And she was like, well, that might have been on your side, but on her side they were dating. Like, she was like, don't try to play me like I was just out here like that, because I wasn't, and it wasn't like that. And he was like, no, I'm not saying that. But it's like, instead of saying I was the hoe, he's trying to put it on Phaedra and Candy like as if it was them. He admitted that with Candy, he was like, yeah, okay, I played Candy. I made her think she was more special than she was, but hell, her and all of them women in her family basically scooped me up, and you know, they had me about to marry Candy the way they was about it, you know, basically saying that her mom and her aunties damn near sure to suck that man dick to get him to stay with Candy. Okay, that's what this makes me feel like. That's trying too damn hard. Because how could y'all as women not see that he was a dog, okay, sitting up there sucking up to him and shit, and not see that he was a dog and want that for your daughter when it's obvious that he ain't right, okay? Because he said, yeah, he made her feel special, but she was one of many, okay? He was out here dipping his stick in everybody in Atlanta. Everybody had Chuck, okay? Everybody could have got it. Candy was on her way to the top. Why wouldn't he smash, okay? Why wouldn't he smash, okay? And I'm like, right, okay? But I still feel like, Chuck, you're an asshole. Just because you're a hoe doesn't mean that Candy and Phaedra are a hoe. I don't even know why you got on this television show and told this story. You should have left that shit where it was and been a man about it. Because at the end of the day, your wife had the story confused. The two women that were actually a part of the relationships are the ones that will probably have the better knowledge. Even better than you and all of your football ailments. Y'all know these niggas can't remember nothing after they done got hit the head about 35,000 times. Anyway, moving along. So then we get to Candy. Candy goes to see her mom, and her mom is at Derek J's getting her hair done, and she tells her in a very serious way. Okay, first, hold up. Let me say this first. When Candy got there, Candy started to talk about the musical that she's doing, about a girl in a singing group whose mom doesn't like the guy that she's dating, and he's a guy that's, you know, not that well known, but he's climbing in a business, and it's basically it's basically mixing what happened with her and Todd and her mom, and what happened with her when she was during Escape and all of that, and the rumors of her dating they producer or they manager or whoever, and that's why the girl quit and all of that shit. So anyway, like, that's basically what the play was about. But when she said the part about Mama Joyce had this look on her face like, like, you know, like, ew. Like, she wanted to say, ew. Like, it was just so bad, the look on her face. It was like, come on, Mama Joyce, did you have to even look like that? Well, Derek J went away so he can give them some time alone to talk. And she tells her, you know, you stabbed me in my heart when you chose that girl over me. After all the things I have done for you, as long as I have done them for. I went to the doctor to see about my own well-being, my own health. And the doctor said, I gotta let it go for my own sake. Well, Candy said, well, is something wrong, Mama? The doctor said, no, he ain't say nothing. But I just gotta let this situation go. And, you know, the way she was talking to Candy, it was ridiculous. And Candy said to her, you know, no, Mama, you just can't accept the fact that sometimes you were wrong. I'm not choosing anybody over you. You were wrong. It's simple as that. And Derek J comes back and she was like, what would you do if you see your daughter stepping in front of a semi? What would you do? And I'm like, bitch, is this Sparkle? Is Candy on smack? Like, what the fuck is, what type of conversation are we having here? Okay? What is really happening? Okay? Because she's so dramatic. I don't even know where we at with this no more, okay? I don't even know what the fuck we talking about, Mama Joyce, because you're doing too much right now. You are trying to get an Emmy on a Real Housewives of Atlanta for Best Actress, okay? Like, that's what I feel like is going on right now. We trying to get an Emmy out this bitch, okay? Because Mama Joyce did the absolute most in that scene. I couldn't even deal. Y'all. I was like, seriously though? Oh, all right, y'all. So Portia got a new house. Okay, Portia got a new house. Portia went and got this gargantuan, big ass millionaire mansion. You do not have the money that Cordell has. Eventually, those alimony payments are going to go away, and you're going to have to pay for this out of your own pocket. And when that happens, oh, precious Portia, oh, I wish upon a star one. I'm wishing on a star to follow where you wish on all the rainbows that I see. I wish on all the people who ever dream. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm wishing on a star. Follow where you are. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's where I was with it. What? Anyway, it's what came to my head. This is just what happens. This is a creative process, okay? Sensitive about my shit. Y'all be nice about it. Comments. Okay? Anyway, y'all. So, y'all, I forgot where I was even going with that situation. Yeah, Portia, what the fuck were you thinking? You got all of that money. Why would you not just go get yourself a little nice condo somewhere in the city, furnish it nice, pay for it out of pocket, straight off the bat, so you'll never have to worry about making payments for it again? I feel like she was being stupid. She was being dumb. As soon as I thought she was making a step in the right direction of getting her own place. Come here. As soon as I thought she was going to go ahead and get her own place and do the grown-up thing to do, she goes and overextends to get this big-ass fucking gargantuan mansion that she can't even fill up. That's unnecessary. Did y'all just see me spit right there? No? Oh, all right. Never mind. That's gross. I'm sorry. Did I get you? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm so upset about that. Y'all, I was like, why is Portia so stupid? But then what else can we expect? Like, let's just not even go back to the Underground Railroad gate. Cynthia is the big topic of the episode. Cynthia's sister Mel comes back. Cynthia and Mel have not spoken since the last time basically she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, when she didn't want to give the priest Peter and Cynthia's marriage license because she didn't want her to marry Peter. She cried even. That's why she's crazy. She's fine as all kinds of shit. Okay? She's in great shape, great hair. She gives me life. But she's crazy as shit. She gets way too involved. Your sister's marriage should not, like, no. But I get it. You got your own marriage problems. And you probably trying to live vicariously through your sister. Basically trying to fix problems that you have within your own marriage. Because that must be the case. Because I can't figure out why you would impose yourself on them, knowing that y'all don't get along. Knowing that you and your sister are just now putting everything to the side. Okay? You guys are just now kissing and making up. Smooches. Y'all are just now doing this. And you go ahead and come in here worrying about Peter buying a brand new Benzo. Now, I do believe that somewhere in Cynthia, she's like, this nigga is working on my nerves. He don't make enough money for no new Benz. I don't feel like fucking every 5 minutes, okay? If your ass made more money, then I would be able to fuck you every 5 minutes. But until then, get the fuck up out of my face. Like, you just know that's what she's thinking in her head. But she's gonna do it politically correct without all the curse words and try to be nice about it, because she doesn't want to demean her husband that has been basically draining her bank account since they got together. Okay, now that we're clear on that, you're welcome. So... Mel is, mentioning the car to Peter when she finally comes, when he comes in and sees her. And, he's like, why you worrying about my car? That ain't got nothing to do with you. And then she, puts it on Peter that Mel is going to be staying with them for 2 months. And he like, what's she staying? She ain't so you just move into people's house without telling them? Like, how would you feel if I just moved into your shit? And it's obvious that that's not what he wanted. It's obvious that that wasn't a good decision. And I was pissed at Cynthia because I'm like, as his wife, you were supposed to discuss that with him before telling your sister that that was okay. Because at the end of the day, she didn't discuss staying with you before she came, brought her ass back down here. Okay? Before she came from wherever the hell she just drug out of. Okay? Trying to get her some more TV time. Okay, like, it just really made me mad the way Cynthia handled that. But Cynthia told Mel to shut the hell up because she was going back and forth with Peter, and she was like, Mel, shut up. Okay, I didn't know that she was bringing her ass over here. I didn't know she was staying that long, but it is what it is. Okay, so obviously this pissed Peter off. So when they have a conversation about it later, Peter is mad because he's like, it's been a weekend of her being here. Me and you are not getting along. We not fucking. I can't even have a blowout argument with your ass because everybody is in our house. And he tells her he wants to go and get a little apartment somewhere where he can just go and be himself and be one with himself and cool off from all of the shit that's going on. And she like, I don't know who the fuck you think you married to, but married people don't do that. Married people do not do that, okay? If you have a problem, you stay here and we stick this shit the fuck out. The next thing you're gonna be telling me you want another woman. Oh, I see you trying to leave me like all the mother suckers that it made famous, huh? Oh, that's what you trying to do. Oh, all right. Okay? Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but that's how I felt. Like, that's really how I felt watching this. I couldn't believe he said that to her. Like, you want to get an apartment because her sister is staying with y'all? Are you kidding me? I would have told her, fuck no. And I would have, his argument should have been, she can't stay here for 2 months. I won't allow it. It's my house too. I'm not comfortable with her being here that long. We have our own problems in our own house. We don't need her in here. We already got your mom in here watching Noelle. We don't need her in here. But Cynthia went off on him and was like, first of all, okay, my mama is here because I have to work, okay? And you made me a lot of promises when we first got together. I mean, and then I think about back when I was depressed for those 2 years. And then I remember how my ass was never depressed before I got with you. I mean, all the promises you made and far from coming true, any of those promises, for God's sakes, okay? You are the type of person that will leave for 2 weeks and forget about all the bills that you have piling up. I'm not that type of person. I have to worry about these bills getting paid, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's my name that's probably on most of this shit, okay? Because I bet you any money that Cynthia is the one with the good credit, okay? So I understand where Cynthia was coming from fully. And it's like, Peter, as soon as we started liking your ass, you start being a dickhead. Because he starts screaming at her, talking about, you know, we're not there anymore. That's not what we are. And it's like, that is what y'all. Y'all still having the same argument. You still spending money like y'all rich and expecting the most when that's not how it go down. And she was like, until your ass work and I stay my ass home and make sure we got 3 meals a day and have sex 2 or 3 times a day, until then, I'm going to be doing what I'm doing. You going to get it how you live. You get it when I'm hot after the period go away, or you get the fuck up out of my face. And he just couldn't take it. He was like, dare you tell me that I can't get in my own place to get away from all this craziness. Like, no, you can't. No, you can't. Sorry, try again. That was ridiculous. But y'all, that was Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on all of the places down below. Fan page, Instagram, Facebook, regular page, my blog site, which I'm working on and getting into. Y'all should read it. I think it's a bit interesting, the things that I say on there. I forgot how I used to like writing. But anyway, you guys, I love you. Thanks for all your continued support, all my followers. I appreciate you for sharing my videos and everything. I just really appreciate it. I'm thinking about doing a Google Hangout sometime this week, probably maybe tomorrow after Love and Hip Hop. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'll let y'all know via Twitter. So that's why y'all should probably follow me. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Peace.